7 morning habits that predict you'll live past 90. Most people ignore 6. They say we can't control how long we live, that aging is a roll of the dice, determined by genetics and fate. But anyone who's spent time with someone who has gracefully lived into their 90s knows the truth is more personal than that. It's not just about DNA or doctors, it's about decisions, especially the small, quiet ones made before the rest of the world even wakes up. Every morning you are given a gift, the chance to reset your life, the chance to breathe, to choose to shape your future before the noise of the day can shape it for you. And while most people rush into their mornings half awake, already tired, already stressed, those who live the longest do something different. They begin their days with intention, with habits that quietly but powerfully build a body and mind that can last not just decades but nearly a century. This isn't about chasing immortality or hacking some magic system. It's about understanding that your longevity is hidden in your routine, not in what you do once a year or even once a month, but in the small, repeated choices you make, especially in the first hour after you wake. This is where the magic lives. It's in the breath you take before you rise, the water you drink when your body is thirsty from the night, the sun that kisses your skin before screens do, the moment of stillness that says, I'm here, I'm alive, and I'm choosing to be well. The elders who live past 90 aren't just lucky, they're disciplined, they're deeply human, and they've quietly mastered a set of morning rituals that not only preserve their bodies but nourish their souls. And the best part, these habits aren't they don't require wealth, youth, or perfection. Most take less than a few minutes. One takes only 30 seconds. But each one carries a ripple effect that touches every cell in your body and every year of your life. So if you're tired of mornings that feel rushed, empty, or exhausting, this is your wake-up call. Not from an alarm clock, but from within. Because how you start your day is how you live your life. And the way you live your morning, that's the clearest prediction of whether you'll thrive at 70, stand strong at 80, and still dance, laugh, and love at 90. Let's explore the 7 powerful morning habits that just might be your secret key to a long, beautiful life. Starting now. Number 1. Wake up with a purpose, not an alarm. There's a profound difference between being jolted awake and rising with intention. The sound of a blaring alarm can trigger an instant stress response, a spike of cortisol that your body carries into the rest of your day. It's an abrupt command. Get up, now. No grace, no ease, just pressure. But those who live long, vibrant lives often start their mornings with something much deeper than a noise. They start with purpose. Waking up with purpose doesn't mean your feet hit the ground ready to conquer the world. It simply means you rise with awareness. You open your eyes and remember that you are still here, that this day is a gift, and that there is something, no matter how small, worth getting up for. People who live past 90 tend to have one thing in common. They feel needed. Whether it's watering their garden, making breakfast for a grandchild, or feeding their dog, they have a reason to move. A mission, even if humble. That sense of daily purpose isn't just emotional. It's biological. Studies have shown that having a sense of purpose can lower your risk of cardiovascular disease, improve your sleep, and even reduce the risk of early death. So if you're waking up to noise, dread, or endless scrolling, it's time to shift. Begin each day by asking yourself one powerful question. Why do I want to live long? That one answer can become your daily compass. Set your mornings around it. Let that purpose, not panic, be the first thing you feel when you open your eyes. Even if you still use an alarm, make it gentle. Use soft chimes, peaceful music, or even light-based clocks that simulate the rising sun. Train your body to wake with peace, not panic. And when you rise, pause. Let your first breath remind you you're here on purpose. Because the most powerful way to live longer is to live like your life actually matters. Number 2, hydrate before anything else. Your body has just gone 7 or 8 hours without a single drop of water. That's a full shift at work. And your cells are thirsty. One of the simplest, most overlooked habits among people who live beyond 90 is this. They hydrate early, and they hydrate well. Before they check their phones, before they reach for coffee, before breakfast, they drink water. Why? Because water wakes up the body in a way nothing else can. It lubricates your joints, activates your metabolism, flushes out toxins, and kickstarts your digestion. Most importantly, it helps regulate blood pressure and brain function, 2 critical areas that decline as we age, if left unsupported. Chronic dehydration is one of the most silent causes of fatigue, confusion, headaches, and even increased risk of stroke in older adults. And yet it's also one of the easiest to prevent. The habit is simple. Keep a glass of water by your bed. When you wake up, drink it. Slowly. Let your body feel it. Some long-living elders even squeeze a bit of lemon into it. Not for trendiness, but because lemon helps alkalize the body, support liver detox, and add a subtle burst of vitamin C. This small action, often taking less than a minute, tells your body, I care for you. It says, today, I choose life. Coffee can wait, social media can wait, but your body, your brain, your heart, your kidneys, they can't. This habit is proof that longevity isn't always about supplements or gyms. Sometimes it's about doing what your body quietly begged you to do all along. Drink water. First, with love, with attention. You may not feel the difference in a day, but over a lifetime, your cells will thank you, and they'll keep you alive to see the people, the places, and the moments worth waking up for. Number 3, move your body within 10 minutes of waking. You don't have to run a marathon. You don't have to hit the gym. But if you want to live past 90 with strength, clarity, and balance, there's one thing you do have to do. Move. And not sometime later. Move your body within 10 minutes of waking up. Here's the truth. Your body craves movement as much as it craves food and water. After hours of stillness through the night, your joints are stiff, your circulation is slow, and your muscles are whispering for attention. The longer you stay idle in the morning, the more sluggish your system becomes, and over time that sets the tone for aging. But the good news is that it doesn't take much. Just a few minutes of gentle stretching, a short walk around the house, a bit of Tai Chi or yoga. Even standing tall and breathing deeply while raising your arms to the sky can reawaken the blood flow and signal to your body, we're alive, we're moving, we're aging with grace. In places like Okinawa, Japan, where some of the world's oldest people live, it's common to see elders doing light movement routines as the sun rises. Their secret isn't intensity, it's consistency. They treat their bodies like sacred homes that need maintenance every single day. This small shift rewires your body. Movement enhances lymphatic drainage, supports brain function, increases bone density, and releases dopamine and endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that can fight off depression, anxiety, and brain fog. All of these things are essential if you want not just to live long, but to feel good doing it. So start simple. Roll your shoulders, stretch your arms, walk to the window. Do 10 slow squats while brushing your teeth. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be done. The people who live past 90 aren't pushing their bodies to the edge. They're gently reminding them to stay awake. And with each morning you move, you're not just waking your body, you're lengthening your life. Number 4. Eat a low-sugar, high-fiber breakfast. Your first meal of the day isn't just about taste. It's a message to your metabolism. It tells your blood sugar what kind of day it's about to have. It tells your hormones whether to work with you or against you. And it tells your future whether your organs will still be thriving when you're in your 90s. The sad truth is that many people start their mornings with sugar bombs. Cereals, pastries, sugary coffees, processed bread. These spike blood sugar rapidly, only to crash it shortly after, leading to fatigue, cravings, mood swings, and over time chronic diseases like diabetes and heart conditions. These are not the foundations of a long, healthy life. But those who consistently live into their 90s, their breakfasts look different. They eat simple, grounded, nourishing foods. In Sardinia, it's a small bowl of lentils or whole grains. In Loma Linda, it's oatmeal with nuts and berries. In Icaria, Greece, it's whole grain bread, olives, and herbal tea. What all these meals have in common is low sugar, high fiber, and whole, natural ingredients. Fiber slows down digestion, balances blood sugar, supports gut health, and keeps inflammation low, a key driver of aging. It also promotes regularity, which may not sound glamorous, but your digestive system is directly tied to your brain, your immune system, and your energy levels. Think of breakfast not as a reward for waking up, but as fuel for the journey ahead. Start with whole foods: oats, chia seeds, flax seeds, berries, nuts, eggs, vegetables. Add color, add texture, and keep the ingredients as close to nature as possible. This isn't about dieting, it's about nourishing. Your body has work to do today, thinking, moving, repairing, remembering. And that starts with what you put on your plate. Eat like you respect your future, because if you feed your cells with wisdom today, they'll still be working hard for you at 90 and beyond. Number 5. Get morning sunlight on your skin. Before the screens, before the noise, before the rush, step outside and let the sunlight touch your skin. Just for a few minutes. It might sound simple, almost too small to matter. But this habit, repeated daily, could be one of the most powerful predictors of long life. Our bodies were not designed to live in boxes, under artificial lights, behind tinted windows. We were made to rise with the sun, to sync our inner rhythms with the world around us. And yet, many people start their mornings in darkness, even after sunrise, curtains drawn, phones glowing, no light on their skin, no warmth on their face. But the elders who live long and live well, they do something different. They welcome the morning light. Sunlight is your body's most natural source of vitamin D, which strengthens your bones, supports your immune system, improves your mood, and even helps prevent certain types of cancer. Just 10 to 15 minutes of direct sunlight in the early morning, not the harsh midday rays, can trigger your body's own internal pharmacy of healing and resilience. More than that, sunlight regulates your circadian rhythm, your internal clock. It tells your brain, it's morning. Let's wake up. This leads to better sleep at night, more energy during the day, and fewer hormonal imbalances. When your sleep-wake cycle is aligned, your entire body works more efficiently, from digestion to memory to emotional balance. In longevity hotspots like Nicoya, Costa Rica, or Icaria, Greece, it's common to see elders greeting the morning outside. They sit on porches, walk to the garden, sweep their doorways, or just stand with their eyes closed, faces tilted to the sky. You don't need a beach. You don't need perfect weather. Just step outside, even if it's on your balcony or near a window. Let the natural light hit your face. Let your body feel the message. Today is beginning. and I'm part of it. This habit is more than sunlight. It's soul light. A daily reminder that life isn't only about what you do, it's about how awake you are to the beauty of being alive. Number 6. Practice 30 seconds of stillness. In a world that rewards speed, noise, and endless motion, stillness has become a forgotten art. But for those who live into their 90s, those who carry peace in their faces and softness in their eyes, stillness is sacred. And it doesn't take hours. Sometimes just 30 seconds is enough. Before the world makes a single demand of you, give yourself a brief moment of nothingness. No phone, no list, no noise, just you, breathing, sitting, being in silence. This practice may look like prayer, or deep breathing, or simply placing your hand on your heart and saying thank you. It's not about the ritual. It's about the space, a pause between sleep and action, a breath between rest and doing. Science has caught up with what spiritual elders have known for centuries. Stillness heals. Just 30 seconds of intentional calm lowers blood pressure, soothes the nervous system, sharpens focus, and increases emotional resilience. Over time, it reduces the impact of chronic stress, a silent killer that accelerates aging more than almost anything else. And it's not just about your body, it's about your presence. Stillness helps you remember who you are before the world tries to tell you. It reconnects you with your breath, your soul, your reason for waking. It quiets the chaos so that purpose can speak. Imagine beginning your day not in a panic, not in a scroll, but in peace. Imagine starting from a place of rootedness instead of reaction. That's what this habit offers. Set aside just 30 seconds. Sit by a window. Place your feet on the floor. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. Whisper a word of gratitude, or simply exist in the silence of your own presence. You may find that in that 1/2 minute of quiet, you gain an entire lifetime's worth of wisdom. And that, more than any supplement or secret, may be the very reason you make it joyfully to 90 and far beyond. Number 7. Say one kind thing to yourself or someone else. What are the first words you speak each morning? Are they words of frustration, of stress, of silence? Or are they words of kindness toward yourself or toward someone else? It might seem small, but the language you use when you start your day shapes everything that follows. And for people who live past 90, kindness isn't just a social virtue, it's a survival tool. Science shows that positive affirmations and kind words can actually rewire the brain. They lower cortisol levels, reduce anxiety, boost immune function, and improve heart health. And what's more, people who practice daily affirmations or offer loving words to others tend to have lower levels of inflammation, a key factor in many age-related diseases. But beyond the science, there's something deeply human here. Speaking kindly reminds your soul that life is worth loving. When you tell yourself, "I am strong," or "I'm doing my best," or "today is a blessing," you speak life into your own spirit. And when you say something kind to someone else, a partner, a child, a stranger, you become a channel of healing, not just for them, but for yourself. In many long-lived communities around the world, you'll find that elders start their days with blessings. They say good morning not as a habit, but as a gift. They greet the day, the earth, the people around them with gentle warmth. That warmth protects their hearts, both emotionally and physically. So tomorrow morning, speak one kind sentence, just one, to yourself, or to someone you love, or even out loud to the air. It can be as simple as, "I'm grateful to be alive," or "You're going to make it through," or "I love you." Words carry energy, and when you start your day with words that heal, your entire being begins to heal too. The people who reach 90 with joy in their eyes and peace in their bones, they aren't bitter, They aren't angry. They speak kindness. Because they have learned kindness is what keeps the soul young. So say it now. Say something good, and let those words become the melody of your morning. Every single day you're blessed to rise again. Conclusion. Your longevity is hidden in your mornings. You don't need a fountain of youth. You don't need perfect genes or the most expensive health plan. You already have what you need. It's in your hands, in your breath, in your habits, especially the ones you repeat each morning without even thinking. Longevity isn't some distant finish line. It's a path you walk every single day. And it begins before breakfast, before emails, before the outside world has a chance to shape your spirit. It begins when you choose on purpose to care for the body, the mind, and the soul that carry you through this life. These 7 morning habits are not magic. They're not trends. They're timeless. They've been quietly practiced by the world's longest living people for decades. They are the gentle rhythms of those who know how to live, not just longer, but better. Wake up with purpose. Drink water before anything else. Move your body, nourish it with real food. Step into the light, pause in stillness, and speak with kindness. These aren't rules. They're invitations to come back to yourself, to come back to life, to live the way your body and soul were designed to live, awake, aligned, and full of love. You don't have to change everything, just one habit, just one morning, and then another. Because if you can honor your mornings will honor your years. And who knows, maybe one day, not too far from now, someone will look at you, smiling, vibrant, 92 years old, and ask, "What's your secret?" And you'll smile, take a sip of water, stretch your arms, and whisper, "It all started with how I woke up."